This was the start of our second third of season. We've been training really hard with a lot of intensity over the last couple of weeks to start being more comfortable in uncomfortable situations. And I felt like tonight, no matter what the opportunity was, everybody was ready to step in, deliver big performances, and build on that momentum. And that was a great step in the right direction for us, and excited to see a 197. While we can't control the score, we know that we earned that. We delivered that level of performance, and it's a great place to build to next week.
All right, questions?
You talk a lot about like breakthrough moments throughout seasons and stuff. So what were some of those breakthrough moments that you saw tonight to get to the 197 mark?
Yeah, I love that you say that. I'm such a believer in breakthroughs in the gym are breakthroughs in life. And for me, that's really my why and my purpose of what I do in the first place. And so there were a lot of breakout performances tonight. I think Karis German in that second hole on vault going 9.85, I think that was a big breakout moment. She's been training that vault really well, and it hadn't quite come to fruition in competition. So I think that really lit the team up. Everybody was really excited to see that, and we're really able to build momentum from that point. I think on bars, a few breakouts. I think Nat leading us off was a really strong start. I think Lilly nailing that dismount, that really helped the crowd erupt to build on some great performances after that. Moving to beam, Rach leading us off, that was her first time in that role, and so I know the team was extremely excited to see her again just compete what she trained. All those moments where you see the hard work in the gym transfer onto the competition floor, I would say those are the breakthrough moments where the team really rallies around you, knows the work, the effort, the passion that's gone into that moment, and can really celebrate. And then ending on floor, I think Gabby Gladio finishing off with a 9.975. That routine is so stunning. I truly believe it's one of the best in the country, and I was excited to see her really get rewarded for that work.
Lilly, you and Coach talked earlier in the week about using the lessons the team has learned so far up into tonight. In what ways do you think that showed during the competition?
Yeah, I think we're really just taking each week and learning lessons the best we can. This team is young, and this is so normal. We're so early, like Ash said, we just finished the first third. Half of our lineups, this is the first time that they've ever been out there, and so I'm honestly just so proud to see everybody take what they've learned and grow from them, and I think this is just the beginning for Team 51.
Everything Lil said, I completely agree with. We are fighting for everything that we're doing in the gym to make it show up when we compete. You know, you train how you compete. We've really been focusing in on that in the gym. So I'm just really proud of how our team has been working and then how it showed up tonight.
Next week is a quad meet, and last season you guys talked about how like that's your best playing field. So Ashley, can you kind of touch on how you go into that coaching wise, and then Rach and Lilly, how's that competition wise for you guys?
Yeah, we always get really excited about a podium meet. Ultimately, during postseason, so the national championship and then SEC championship are both on podium. So this is a great opportunity for us to practice those adjustments. It feels a little bit different, but it actually, I would say in general, our team gets really excited to perform on podium. It feels more like postseason, which is always what we're preparing for. So going into this week, we'll again kind of throw different scenarios our team's way to help them be ready to make that transition, adjust to the podium. It's a little bit of a different surface. The rebound is slightly different, but ultimately it's just about having the conversations. I think our upperclassmen pouring into our underclassmen as well, helping them kind of know the different necessary steps that they need to make is going to be important, and we'll prepare and we'll be ready for it.
Yeah, podium is so exciting to get into. It's really, I mean, normally SECs is around when podium kind of starts to happen. But I think this team rises to their competition, and that's what podium feels like. So I'm excited to see this team take that on.
I think it's a great opportunity, like Ash said, to prepare us for postseason. We're learning so much as we go and trying to take it all in, and this is another opportunity for us to go out and compete and then learn lessons from it, to apply them and improve. And every time we compete on, every time we compete on podium, it's always so much energy and so much fun because you do have 4 teams in the same arena instead of 2. So it just allows us to build and build and build and bounce off of each other, and it's an amazing, I've always loved competing on podium with our team.
Coach, you've mentioned, especially with the judging and scoring being what it is, and you mentioned in your opening that not necessarily being one of your controllables, but you've talked about fighting for those extra half-tenths and getting those averages up. How did you see that tonight?
We definitely saw that tonight, and I think these two can definitely speak to this as well. We've been working really hard, really intensely these past 2 weeks to step into uncomfortable situations, do it even when you don't feel like doing it, even when you're tired, even when you're sore, finding ways to increase our average, even when it's the extra turn, it's doing it on a Tuesday, it's coming in early, it's finishing one more in warm up. All those little turns make a big difference. And I know Rach said it earlier, but we train the way that we want to compete, and then ultimately we compete the way we train. It goes both ways. And so I think tonight was a great reflection of that work paying off. And at the same time, it was information of what we still need to get after in the gym. And there's still a few tenths on every event that I think we opened the door too much, that we can definitely close that, be more undeniable, and so that work starts tomorrow.
Rach and Lilly, it seems each home meet the crowd gets bigger and louder, and a big part of gymnastics is being in your bubble and focusing and building your momentum. So how does that help you guys build your momentum as the meet goes on and just stay in your bubble and do your best?
I think just knowing everyone in this building is cheering for us automatically just helps. It feels like a force field around us. This meet was it was up there. It was one of my favorite meets that I've had since I've been here, and that's saying something. So I think what we've been doing with the crowd, getting people on their feet. I saw like the flag that they had, and they were underneath it going crazy. I was like, that's what it's all about. This is women's sports, and it's so exciting to see the development.
We've been working really hard too, just with connecting with the university and the community. So to have them out there and then being able to interact with them while we're on the floor, they're screaming tens with us, they're getting loud with us, they're getting on their feet with us. It makes us feel so connected to them, and they have been so supportive of us, and we're so grateful for them for showing up. And as you can see, when we're out there competing, it makes such a big difference to have them in our corner. So tonight, I just felt such a connection with the crowd and with our fans, and it was truly so amazing.
Good way to end, right? Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, Roll Tide.